Good morning, this is Zachary from Zachary Sweeps. I'm just doing this Jotul stove, one of the new ones. Been out for a couple of years. To be fair, they look like a lot easier than the old ones because everything was all cast iron made. And basically what you have to do to get the access into the chimney is you take that plate off first. I'll just stick that over it to one side, and then you need to take this bit out as well. But what you want to be really careful of is that the top piece doesn't drop down. Let's just get this out of the way. Lift the tray out. Put that over there. And as you can see, you've got fire bricks, but they've got no different type of fire back. But you really need to get this bit out. Otherwise, it makes things a lot more difficult to sweep. But you've got to be careful getting this out. Otherwise, you don't want to be breaking that one. It's dropped a little bit. So, hang on a second, I'm just going to put it on pause for a second because I can't do this with. See, the way to get these ones out is you've got to get the side bit out first. So what I always do on the safe slot is just put something just to cushion, because if you look, they've changed them now. They're not like they used to be. But these are just slide out. But you're gonna have to make sure that there's no bits behind it, because on this one there's some bits behind it. So literally, I'll just take it off like that. And what happens is, and then doing that, we'll get you the actual baffle plate out. Let's get my finger out of the way. It's not really very helpful. And there you go. That is your. Let me just stick it on there. Up there. Just there. That's the baffle plate. See, if you put something in there, if anything falls down, then you'll be fine. But what's happened with this one is, as you can see on the edge there, you can see that the soot's dropped down, which is obviously created a bit more difficult to see all that stuff there, all the soot ash on the corners there, and that was originally pushing the the side bricks to one side, so you couldn't get this piece out. So what I had to do is obviously take the ashtray out and the other thing. Normally you take that bit out, but fortunate with these, they've got a little bit of a hole here, which makes it easier to take out. Look, and it tells you where you can put them as well, so you can't go wrong. So up right, up left, I mean, in a way, it's pretty self-explanatory, to be fair. Up the upsides, I mean, all the other bits, I mean, because you wouldn't want the writing, would you, on the actual thing. And then it gives you access straight up into the chimney, as you can see, which is fantastic. It's not like the other one where I had an inspection hatch on the side, but then that's fine. And next thing to do is to sweep it and then put everything back. Always make sure you use the right brush. It's just that one, as you can see on top. That's the right size. Up and down 3 times, sometimes 4 or 5 times, depending on how dirty it is. Now I'm going to clean it all out, and then I'm going to put all the bit bricks back in. Alright, I've put the first one back in. Obviously now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that. It's always a good idea just to put something on here. As you can see, I've put the back piece on now. It's got like little runners that it sits on. But it's always a good idea just to put something on there, especially with these new Baffle bricks. Just going to give it a quick hoover. Excuse me for one moment. As you can see, it's I've just given it a quick hoover. I mean, they're great now. They tell you where they go and everything. Which really, they can only go one way. So, but it's always a good idea to get that up into position. Make sure it fits in there all the way. Just going to turn you guys off for a moment so I can get that all back in. As you can see, you're sitting in there much better now. You're not going to get any bits going behind there, which is what you want. But obviously, without a stand, I can't show you how to put them in. But they're very self-explanatory. Put one side in first, then put the baffle plate, in afterwards, put it into position. The old ones they used to be really heavy, made of metal, and the sides. But these, they're all fabric, so you've got to be really careful. That's why I put that bit of sheet in there, because it's ideal, because if it does drop down, you don't want it hitting any of the metal bits. So there you have that. The them pieces are all in, and I'm just about to put the rest of it in there. So I'm just going to put it on pause for a few moments. That's it, it's all done, all nice and clean inside. Shut the door, it's ready to go. The other thing about these, I mean, they're really easy to sweep now, a lot more easier than what they used to be, which is really great. It's a nice little stove. Yeah, fantastic. That's it, all done.